Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Today we're tackling one of the biggest mysteries in history. How did the ancient Egyptians build the pyramids of Giza? The Great Pyramid of Khufu is made from over 2.3 million stone blocks, some weighing up to 70 tons. It's almost 150 meters tall, built more than 4,500 years ago, without modern cranes, trucks, or steel tools. Even today, engineers struggle to imagine pulling off something this massive. So, what was the secret? Over the years, many people came up with strange explanations. Some say aliens built the pyramids. Others believe the pharaohs were giants with superhuman strength. And a few claim they had lost anti-gravity technology. Sounds fun, right? But there's no evidence for any of that. Ancient Egyptians were just like us, average human size, but incredibly smart and organized. So what's the explanation most of us heard in school? The story goes that stones were cut in quarries, dragged across the desert on sledges, then pulled up a giant ramp that wrapped around the pyramid. But here's the problem. A dirt ramp strong enough for 70-ton blocks would collapse, wooden rollers would snap, and a ramp that size would have been bigger than the pyramid itself. Yet no trace of such a ramp has ever been found. And here's another important fact. The pyramids weren't built by slaves. Archaeologists found workers' villages near the pyramids, complete with bakeries, breweries, and even cemeteries. These were teams of skilled laborers, well-fed and organized. Many were farmers who worked on the pyramids during the Nile flood season. So imagine tens of thousands of paid, trained workers, not slaves in chains. But how did they actually move millions of stones? Ancient drawings show workers pouring water on sand in front of sledges. Modern experiments proved this trick reduces friction by half, making it much easier to drag heavy blocks. And remember, the Nile once flowed much closer to the pyramids. Stones could be loaded onto boats and floated almost to the construction site. Clever, right? Now the toughest question, how do you lift those blocks nearly 150 meters into the air? There are a few theories. A straight ramp, too big to be practical. Zigzag ramps along the sides, possible, but we haven't found proof. Or maybe even spiral ramps inside the pyramid itself. Some modern scans hint at hidden passages that could support this theory. The truth might be a mix of all these methods. What's truly mind-blowing is not just the size, but the accuracy. The base is almost perfectly level. The sides align with the four cardinal directions within fractions of a degree. And the blocks fit so tightly together that you can't slip a sheet of paper between them. How did they do this with copper chisels and wooden tools? Possibly by using sand as an abrasive, slowly grinding the stone with incredible patience. But what if some of those stones weren't carved at all? Some scientists suggest the Egyptians might have used an early